Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm taking down.
Authorizing the issuance and sale of the city of Midlothian.
By that period, if you'll recall, it was at that time, I believe, but bidders that would have.
Statement process with your staff. We had bond ratings. Chris, Sue, Ann, Tim, and I all conference call with Standard & Poor's. Bond rating came affirmed AA with more positives going on than we had before, which was the sale last year. They did notice the Google announcement. It came in at perfect timing. This was, the Methodist was not discussed, but will be out there, and they'll know. The largest and most beneficial item that's going on is, on the bond rating standpoint, is we're diversifying our tax base. What, Jimmy Lou, you'll remember this, probably 10 years ago, 50 to 60% of our taxable values was in the smokestacks.
Right.
Now it's down to 20%. It continues to be pushed down. That just takes the risk out of investors. We went out, received bids via the internet. And this is just a summary sheet. UBS Financial Services, which is the old Payne Weber that a lot of you all would remember, was the best bid at 3.15%. Bank of America Merrill Lynch. We have not had them buying our bonds in the public sale before. We've had Bank of America buying them for their own portfolio, but never Merrill Lynch, which is, again, what we're doing is we're going from regional player to national player. You'll see Robert W. Baird. They're the largest bond buyers in the country right now. BOK, Bank of Oklahoma, Hilltop Securities, Citigroup, again, one of the largest investment banking firms in the country, and George K. Baum, which is one of the largest regional firms in the country. Our recommendation is to award the bonds to UBS Financial Services at 3.15%. If you look at the second page, I'm just going to point out one maturity. Yesterday, a AA rated county, Andrews County, sold the 2/138. This is the reoffering that UBS is going to use. You look at the last maturity, 2/138. We sold the bonds at 3.5. They're selling them at 3.68. That offering in Andrews County is at 3.75. So a like credit, meaning the bond rating is the same, we are going out to the public at lower rates than Andrews County, which was yesterday. It's reputational. And it just builds on what you have been doing, and this has been going on for some time. So I really just point that out because that's where you want to be. Your fund balances remain extremely strong. Your management remains extremely strong. You continue to build businesses and homes and everything else in the community, and it's a driving force. People are recognizing it, not only in the state and in the region, but in the national bond purchasing world. I'll address any questions you may have, but this is a very good sale.
Sounds good.
Yeah. It sounds real good.
Molly Carson with McCall Parkerson Horton, your old bond counsel is here, and you all have draft ordinances. The completed ordinances have been filled in with the interest rates that we received today, and she can address any questions in the bond ordinances if you have them.
Any questions?
I think it's great.
I do too.
I move to
I second. Have an approval and a second. Record your votes.
On both items?
No, you got two items. You got 276 and 277.
Well, we're going to do 276 first.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll go to 277.
I second.
Have an approval in several seconds. Record your votes, please. And it does pass.
That is until then, but Ann hit the nail on the head. The reason we're doing this is to get the 1,000,006 that's sitting in an account that cannot be touched until 2028 to be available for any lawful purpose in the city. And that frees up in October once this is done. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
Mayor, you've got a whole lot of documents to sign.
Oh, I know.
Thank you all.
Actually, I signed most. So, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
See you later.
We'll move to 2018-278, consider and act upon an ordinance of the city of Midlothian, Texas, amending the code of ordinances by amending chapter 12 titled Traffic and Vehicles, by amending the restarting article 12.04 titled Truck Routes. Oh, you truck driver.
Thank you, Mayor Council. These are truck route questions. If council will recall back at the last meeting on the 24th of July, council authorized the expenditure of funds for the rehabilitation of Walnut Grove Road, essentially from 287 back towards 1387. This will be done as part of the design work that's taking place for Walnut Grove Road, which is part of the roadway project, bond project capital improvement. And so at that time, staff had talked to council and discussed the possibility of weight restricting Walnut Grove Road and attempting to maintain the life of that road. During that time, the ordinance that's there before you is one that Mr. Gofita helped really kind of take in what we have on 8th Street. The only other ordinance that we have where we're restricting truck traffic is on 8th Street, which was passed years ago. This one now has 8th Street in it. We also have the 40,000 pound weight restriction on Walnut Grove Road. And also we're looking at, the Clinton Lane. What we were afraid and we didn't want to do is by weight restricting Walnut Grove Road, we didn't want to force vehicles, trucks down Clinton Lane because that's kind of the next closest north-south road that goes between 287 and 1387. So what this does is we're proposing with this ordinance as well to restrict trucks on Clinton Lane. That'll force the trucks down the Midlothian Parkway, which can take the truck traffic to 1387. And then once Walnut Grove Road, the actual capital improvement project is completed, staff will reassess and bring back to council at that time if anything needs to take place with Walnut Grove Road. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Questions?
Motion approved, presented. Second.
Have a motion and a second for approval. Record your votes. And it does pass.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you. We'll move to 2018-279, consider and act upon an agreement with Capco for the installation of aerial fiber between City Hall and the new Fire Station 1 property.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. As you may be aware, we're building a new fire station. I would like to extend the city network to that property. So we looked at a number of options to get that far out. Buried fiber as well as microwave, and then the aerial fiber. Aerial fiber was by far the most cost effective for the benefit that we get with the speed and everything.
What's it gonna cost us?
140,000. $140,742.57.
If there's other development down there and they bury the fiber or something, can we hook up to it or anything?
So, as Mike Adams says, every time he does any projects, I'm constantly driving him about getting conduit in the ground. So
Yeah.
I'm constantly on the lookout for getting conduit in the ground for future development or routes to other locations. So yeah, I'm definitely on top of that.
Okay. Any questions? Motion. Have a motion for approval and a second by Councilmember McClure. Record your votes, please.
Jimmy.
I keep hitting it and hitting it.
I'm not getting it wrong.
All right.
Don't be a lady hit.
2018-280, consider and act upon a proposal for Ford Audio Visual to upgrade the council chambers audio system.
As you'll recall, at the last workshop, we discussed various AV improvements for the council chambers. This would set up those upgrades. So approve those, creating a central control system, upgrading the microphones, doing some work at Tammy's desk so she has a little bit better
Street, $92,318.75 plus 15% contingency for a total not to exceed an amount of $106,166.57.
Mayor, Council, good evening. This is a rehab project that we're looking to do in the Northridge area on the off-site from the neighborhood. This is a direct result of an I&I study that we did with TRA, and we found that that this area has maybe a short circuit of I&I, of rainwater getting into our sewer system, and we want to do an immediate correction on that and see how we can immediately impact our sewage system. And we had a really good amount of contractors come out, which is exciting. The last couple of bids that we've done, we've had a really good interest in Midlothian. And Day Services was a parent little bidder. We've had some experience with them in the past, and they do a good job. And our crews are staying on top of it and making sure that we can do the job properly and on time.
Okay, thank you. Second motion for approval, I'll second it. Record your votes, please. It does pass 7-0. The City Council will convene into executive session pursuant to the following sections of the Texas Government Code. Executive session items are discussed in closed session, but all action is taken in regular open session. We'll do section 551.072, real estate development regarding real property, no deliberate acquisition of right-of-way for South 14th Street. And item number 3, 551.06, we're now taking this.
Did you get the document from the bond sales guy?
Oh, I got a copy.
But did you get his, what you needed?
I didn't, but I can get one of those. Mike Watson.